Okay, so are we recording?
We are recording.
Can I just start talking?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, great. Welcome back. Welcome? Who knows? Today we're getting into a project snapshot about one of our awesome projects that was completed a couple years ago. This is Project Snapshot Bloor West Village. This was an awesome project that we worked on for a young family who had lived in a bungalow in a fantastic neighborhood for quite a few years. Their goal was to add a 2-story addition onto the bungalow and turn this little tiny bungalow into their awesome forever home. They'd been working with an architect who'd done all the permitting, they'd gone through the committee of adjustments process, they were ready to start building. So the Dart Studio team came on board to get everything organized, and we introduced them to an awesome contractor, and then together we built this fantastic house. It had a teeny tiny living room and dining room and kitchen in the front, and then 2 teeny tiny bedrooms in the back. And with a classic bungalow, the bedrooms are at the back. Really, you can't get from the main living space to the backyard. So really enjoying those summer months and enjoying your backyard is pretty much impossible. They also have a daughter, and as she's getting older, they want to be able to, see her while she's playing in the backyard. Whereas the current bungalow, you couldn't see the backyard at all from the living room, dining room, or kitchen. So our main floor plan, we started off with thinking about how we were going to make this big great room space at the back of the house. So we wanted to do dining, family room, and kitchen, all in this back area that was going to be connected to the backyard, lots of natural light, and really nice and open. That said, I love an open concept space, but I also think it's really important to have a sense of entry and to have some separate spaces. My ultimate pet peeve in Toronto houses is when you walk in the front door and you're in the living room, you're standing right beside the couch. That's the worst, nobody wants that. When I'm sitting on the couch at night, ignoring the person that is knocking at the door, I don't want them to be able to see me. I don't want them to be able to make eye contact with me through the window.
Olivia, darling.
I feel like that's just a personal goal of mine. So in this house, we wanted to make sure we had a full foyer. Having a foyer with walls enables you to have a tile floor, which is really helpful for our weather. We want to make sure that rain boots, snow boots are staying on a tiled area and are not sitting on the hardwood. From the foyer, you then enter into what I would call like a formal living room. The clients have a beautiful stone fireplace, which sets the tone for the whole room and really creates a beautiful focal point. And then a nice, really cozy seating area. And then when you pass that living room, right behind there is the stairs. So the stairs kind of divide the front of the house to the back of the house. So then as you cross that threshold, you enter the big open concept space at the back. We wanted big panes of glass, we wanted lots of glazing, we wanted a door to come in and out, and we really wanted to make sure that in the warm months, you'd be able to hang out in the main family room space and really be looking and connected to the backyard. So in the open concept space, we've got family room with big TV, big wall unit to really define that space. I feel like it's really important in open concept spaces to think about how you're going to differentiate the areas. There's lots of ways you can do that. Color is a really good way, by having clear, differentiated colors in different sections. Another way is rugs. You can use rugs to define areas as being separate from others. But I think in an open concept space, to me, they fall flat when everything is the same and when there isn't really any separation between them. It just doesn't feel cozy, and it doesn't feel like its own space that you want to hang out in. It kind of just feels like a showroom. Like you're in IKEA. Although IKEA actually, because they make you go through those paths, they're pretty good at differentiating.
The little guy didn't get to do any shopping though. He was soon cornered by security guards.
There are no Swedish meatballs for him.
Another way to differentiate a space would be to use an accent like wallpaper. So in this dining room, we added this awesome custom mural, which really creates a separate feeling for the dining room, even though it's just part of this open concept great room. The island color originally, I think it was wood. I can't actually remember. During the process of the build, when we were finalizing all the millwork, we ended up switching the island color to this beautiful, smoky, gray, green color. It's actually Pigeon by Farrow & Ball. And really, it added just another layer and another element into the space. And I loved the reading detail on the ends of the island. I think it really elevated the look and also separated the wood kitchen from the family room and dining room area. So the exterior originally was a teeny tiny bungalow. It was super cute and it had a lot of charm. And honestly, I feel like there's definitely people that are commenting that we could have left it as a bungalow, but the reality was in the neighborhood that they live in and the family that they have, it just wasn't enough space. We added 2 stories on top of the bungalow, so creating a 3-story house. So obviously the proportion of the exterior is gonna change significantly. One of the first things we really focused on was the look of the exterior and what was the vibe of the exterior going to be and what were all the finishes going to be. So we ended up creating 3 different renderings of the exterior. The first version that we showed them was this transitional stone exterior with dark accents and a wood porch. something that was middle of the road, neither contemporary nor traditional. The second version that we showed them was playing on some of the Tudor details of the neighboring houses. Often in Toronto, you see the top up, it's like basically a stucco box with Tudor detailing. Cost-wise, this would probably be the most inexpensive to execute because stucco is pretty much the cheapest material that you're gonna use on an exterior. Our third option that we provided to them was playing on the volume of the two different roof lines. So we wanted to basically make it look like the front volume, the front mass was its own structure, and then the mass behind it was a different structure. This was by far our favorite. Internally, we really thought it was the best option and that it just really had a cool, different look. We presented all three to the client. They immediately loved this option and were gravitated towards it. And our clients were very cute and they made it a Google survey for all of their friends and family to vote on which exterior they liked the best. And in the end, everyone picked the same one that we picked. Now that it's built, we're actually working on another house on the same street, so I drive by it frequently, and it really has its own look to the street and it really stands out as being a standalone house. And I think that it's gonna look beautiful for years to come, no matter what's happening with the neighboring houses. The second floor is all new, so a big thing we had to consider was where we wanted to place the stairs in the house. The key when you're coming up to the second floor is making sure that you're going to land kind of in the center of the main floor so that you don't end up with giant hallways getting out in every direction to access all the rooms. We created 2 bedrooms in the front of the house and then an awesome ensuite for one of the bedrooms, which is a fantastic kids' bathroom. We really love the tile. It really is a focal point in this bathroom. We thought it was really special and made it feel really playful, but also could see how it would age as their daughter gets older, and it doesn't feel childish, it just feels fun and a little bit fresh. We also added a laundry room on the second floor, which is clutch. If you can get a laundry room on the second floor, you should do that. It's so much better for life. I do not have that, that's why I'm so sad. The back of the house, in this case, is where we can get the largest windows that are facing a ravine, so privacy and light all together, which is pretty fantastic. So we wanted to place the principal bedroom at the back of the house. We also added an ensuite. The layout for this ensuite gives them a really big shower, a separate toilet room, a double vanity, and a bathtub. And the connection between the principal bedroom and the ensuite is really lovely because from the bed, the sight line is the double vanity. So it also keeps it a little bit cleaner looking, that you're not looking in at the toilet or the tub, you're looking in at the nice styled vanity. Insert photo here. We have a really pretty picture. So for the third floor, we have these awesome sloped ceilings. So we wanted to make it feel charming and make this really into like a guest suite on the third floor. So we created a really pretty bathroom, and then we built in a guest bedroom with my favorite feature, twin beds. Love twin beds, never underestimate the power of a twin bed. And we also wanted to create some secret hidden storage. We created a jib door in this shiplap wall. Get out! So that we could have some extra storage that was accessible through the guest room. So a jib door is a door where the hinges are hidden and there's no hardware, so it blends into the wall and it's like a secret passageway. In terms of the overall aesthetic of the house, these clients had a rough idea of what they liked, but they were so wonderful in that they really trusted us to interpret their aesthetic and really relied on us to guide the design of the whole project. The reality is when you can work with a designer and do everything all at the same time, you get a much more cohesive result. And for us, it's really exciting to work on projects that result in completely finished spaces. As a wise designer, Megan Carter once told me, it's always the best to work on projects that result in finished spaces. End note. I don't know what that was. Thank you for tuning in. This was Project Snapshot for Bloor West Village. If you want to see more of these videos, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click that notification bell to get notified when we post new videos. Wednesdays. I just winked awkwardly.